Did you ever watch the live action Scooby-Doo? Because
Oh my god.
all of them. Just let me,
Anyways,
let me in
guys.
that van. All of them. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Share the Backline, the podcast where two washed up local musicians wax poetic about gripes, triumphs, and the mundane. I'm your host O'Brien.
And Beardley.
And in the control room we have Haitlin. Say what's up, Haitlin.
What's up?
All right, we got a great show for you today. I don't know why I said that. It might be a very bad show. Just kidding, stick around. But today we're going to talk about simulation theory. Just kidding, it's not, well, I mean, we are, but it's not, it's not a death clause. 2000s rock hot takes. We've got our weekly TIE Fighter update. It's easy to bring them up a lot on this podcast. Questions from listeners. We've got a potential podcast band to announce, and also maybe a little birthday shout out. But right off the top, this weekend is Mother's Day weekend, so happy Mother's Day to all you mothers there.
No.
Number.
No. No. That one.
Haitlin, everybody.
Yeah, we were texting because we're actually shooting this during the week. We usually record on Sundays, and
You son of a bitch, you ruined the illusion. It is May 12th. It is 6 a.m.
it's 5 a.m. and I have an hour podcast. Yeah. No, so this weekend is Mother's Day, and I totally forgot. So I was texting my wife earlier. I'm like,
My wife. We got to get that one in there.
Yeah, we do.
I looked for it and I couldn't find it. But, she's like, so you guys recording on Saturday? I'm like, why, do we have plans? I think we're going to do Sunday. And she's like, Sunday's Mother's Day. I'm like,
You fucked up, Aaron.
Right into the doghouse.
at least I didn't miss it.
Did you add a JK LOL?
No.
Fixes everything. A couple emojis.
But yeah, happy Mother's Day to everybody.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day.
I'll actually give you a real high five.
Ah, damn it. the late clapper, the last clapper. Let's talk about clapping in movies. No, but I wanted to start off with just a little anecdote from our week. We have really become just an old married couple. But it's like we have crammed. I know there's like we listen to TSD, and they've been like Walt and Bri have been friends since they were like 7 years old or something. But I think in sheer density of time together and things we've gone through together in this last, like, how long has it been? 7 months? 8 months?
8 months. Yeah.
I think we've known each other since we were 7 at this point. I think we've crammed enough information and experiences, but we reached a new plateau, a new height in our friendship. You took me to the doctor's appointment because I had run out of my antidepressants, and they're like, no, we can't refill them. You gotta see the doctor because I haven't seen you in a while. So he's like, yeah, we gotta go. So you gotta tell him yes, because they had an opening the next day. So he took me to the doctor, and then you waited outside for me, which is funny. When you came into the pharmacy, because it was taking a while, because we'll get into that. But I was like, there's gonna be a challenge to convince them that you're not my partner. This is my hetero life mate. And you like, I was on the phone with customer service, and then you like signed for me. Thing like, receipt? No, he doesn't need a receipt.
I did not sign for you. That probably would have been illegal if I was signing for your medication. But I'm like, no, he doesn't need a receipt. I know him.
You put my PIN in or something.
Yeah,
But
yeah, we know each other's PIN numbers and how to unlock each other's phones. And
it was also funny because I think the day before you had called AT&T while we were in the truck, and I heard you just absolutely berating this customer service.
No. I'm not that much of an asshole.
You were kind of a grumpy girl, though. But you were like, well, because what they didn't disclose that it was like an authorized retailer. So you're like, so you're not AT&T, are you, or are you not AT&T? Am I not talking to AT&T? And then they were like skirting the question, right?
Yeah.
So you're like, what? Okay, when you get paid, does your paycheck say AT&T? And then they finally said like, no, we're an authorized retailer. And I was like, fuck, dude, this guy fucking this is the kind of customer I'd fucking just like start trolling or hang up on or something. But then I was having a problem with my prescriptions. And I have go to listen to the last episode. we talk about medical insurance being very important, but they didn't have like my prescription benefits. So it was this whole thing. I had to call and stuff, and they were transferring me to somebody. I called my insurance company, and then they transferred me to somebody. And when they picked up, she was like, "You have to call Blue Shield." I was like, "Are you not Blue Shield?" And I was like, "God damn it!"
And then I took the phone from him, and no,
I was like, "I'm the problem, it's me." As I caught myself, I was like, "Fuck, we spend entirely too much
These
time
people are gonna
together."
look you guys up and then find the post that I posted and be like, "Oh, yep, there they are."
Yeah.
the partner.
Yeah. I told you, because it was the two pharmacists, like girls, and I was like, they were just like, because I was in there for a while, so we were all just chatting it up and stuff, and like, I bet you he's gay. Yeah, they just like, it's. I mean, how hard is it to find O'Brien Ruiz? Don't try to find me, but I don't have a very typical name, so it's pretty whatever.
So
I'm out there. It's pretty easy to find me.
So I make the joke. I'm like, since he had mentioned like, oh, we're an old married couple now. You're taking me to the doctor, and I parked the car. I'm like, do you want me to go in with you? Like,
moral support.
Yeah, but no, he made me wait in the car for like 3 hours, and then
that was a good hour and a half. Well, the doctor's appointment was like pretty smooth. It was the pharmacy that. And no fault to the pharmacy. They're really cool. Had the same pharmacy for a while, but it was just the new insurance that was kind of a pain in the ass.
And then it started getting hot.
But yeah, you wanted. He texted me. He's like, "It's okay. I just got to pee." I was like, "There's a restroom in here." He's like, "No, it got hot." The text message said, "I got hot. I'm wearing a dirty shirt." I was like, "What the fuck?" And I was in there just like laughing to myself. And then here you come walking in, and you have it wasn't even a dirty shirt, but it was a shirt that had been in your car for a while.
Yeah.
Was it a Blink shirt?
No, I forgot what kind of shirt it was. But. Yeah, it got hot, dude, and I was wearing my long sleeve work shirt. Like, and okay, so was that the day I was just like mad? I just wanted to be mad.
Yeah. I was like, "What did I do, dude? Are you mad at me? What did I do?"
For some reason, I was just fucking mad.
He wanted to be
just
mad.
One of those days.
Yeah, he's like, "I can't be mad. Why can't I be mad?"
Because he kept asking me. He's like, "What's wrong, dude? What's wrong, dude?" I'm like, "Can a guy just be mad?"
I was doing it to watch you explode. Like, what did I do? Why won't you tell me what I did?
Yeah, right. He'd take it out and he'd be like, "I was just kidding. I'm sorry."
I'm sorry, babe.
So I'm waiting. I'm waiting in the car, and like I take off my shoes, and I'm parked under a tree to get some shade. And then it starts getting hot, so I'm like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just change my shirt, put on that dirty shirt, whatever." And then I step out of the car, and there's like these, they're not leaves, but it's just shit that falls off the tree. So like as soon as
this is shit falling off of the tree season. Like shit's everywhere.
So I just step on it. It's all on the bottom of my sock. I'm like, oh, god damn it. So I put my foot on top of my other foot to kind of wipe it off. Now it's all stuck on top of my one foot and on the bottom of my other.
Bruh.
I almost drove into the pharmacy to run over O'Brien. I was so pissed off.
And you're like, "I gotta pee," and I'm like laughing at the text message, and the next thing you know, you crash into the pharmacy, killing me.
Justin, breaking news.
Yeah, angry lover, angry gay couple.
Yeah, here, I'll send you this picture. He's like, "You want a bev, dude?" I'm like, dude, I'm way ahead of you already, man.
It's like I already got one.
Like you could see how mad I am in this picture.
Dude,
And then I spilled. Okay, so in my rage,
that was my favorite day, dude. You being mad was the fucking best.
I forgot where we stopped, but we stopped and we got drinks, and my lid broke, and I go to sit down, put it in the cup holder, I go to take a drink, and then just get splashed with like Dr. Pepper.
Dude, I saw it in the corner of my eye. I just heard, and then you were like, fuck. And you're like wiping your shirt, and I was driving, and I saw it, and I was like, what happened, dude? Like, I had to, like, contain the laughter and then be like, oh, what happened? Did you spill on yourself? And then I was laughing because you were mad, but that almost made everything go wrong. And when we went to go eat, you dropped all your trash, like, fell off the table. You're like, and I was just like trying not to fucking laugh, but that was the best day, dude.
And then I dropped that Red Bull all over my pants.
Yeah.
It was worse.
But when you walked in to go pee at the pharmacy, and it was just the two pharmacists and me, and then you walked in and I just started giggling. Like, I didn't even look at you. I was just giggling. And they like looked at you, looked at me.
They're like, oh, they're such a happy, cute couple.
That's right there, babe. Can you use the restroom? Okay. That was the best day.
I think I'm going to have another angry day tomorrow.
But then I tried it was like a couple days later, and you're like, you can't be mad, dude. You can't be mad, because I kept laughing when I would say, I can't be mad, and then I would laugh.
I could play it off.
You're lucky I wasn't there. I'll push your buttons.
Dude, I was trying to so hard.
I could suppress my rage pretty well.
I do it to Shine all the time. I'm like, I'll say things just to make her mad, and I'm like, and she's like, do you really mean that? And I'm like, I don't know, do I?
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Yeah.
So not only did he like make me wait for like 3 hours outside the doctor's, pharmacist, whatever, he left me at Home Depot waiting.
Oh yeah, I was like, dude, we gotta go in. We gotta go in and out so we can get this job done and get out of here. So I'm just gonna, because it was our second time going to Home Depot. So I was like, I'm just gonna drop you in the front. And he's like, why do you get to sit in the air conditioner? I was like, do you want to switch seats? Do you want to drive? I'll run in. And he's like, no. So I drop him off, and then I go park under a tree for the shade.
So I literally like run in because I know where everything's at that Home Depot. We're in Van Nuys, so it's like 10 degrees hotter. And
Yeah.
yesterday was
And 10 degrees more dangerous.
and like we were just dealing with stupid shit for work, and it was frustrating and annoying and all the above. So I was already getting a little angry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I had a snack or a nap.
Yeah. No
You're all
snack.
fussy.
So he drops me off, and I run in, and then he texts me. He texts me that he caught a shiny Pokemon. And
As soon as I dropped you off, I got a shiny Pokemon. He fucking hates it when I catch a shiny.
And then as soon as he texts me that, I'm like checking out. And I text him, I'm like, all right, dude, I'm done. And I'm like, where are you? And he has his read receipts on. So I see that he has, for a guy that's always on his phone, either playing Pokemon Go or
catching shinies, baby.
I'm standing outside for like 10 minutes, dude, just fucking waiting. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I saw the next message come in, and then I was like, come on. But honestly, like, we had been in there like a couple hours before, and the line was long, so I wasn't expecting it to be done that fast. But I get there, and you had bought me a bottle of water. So you had 2 waters sitting on the cart and the bag, and then you were all you didn't even make eye contact. You just got in.
I threw the waters on the seat, and he like picked them up.
Yeah, that she was funny.
But yeah, I hate Van Nuys now. So
Dude, but after all that waiting too, another old married couple situation. After waiting, you told me to text Kaylin to apologize to her for keeping you on. I was like, do you need anything? Do you want us to stop at the source? She's like, yeah, get some sodas and and onions and cilantro because we're having tacos or whatever. So we go and then we go into the grocery. Oh, I guess we're going to the grocery store. So we go in there. And you're like, how do we pick an onion? So it's like we were there like picking onions together.
It was pretty cute. I'm not gonna lie.
I was like, okay, this one and this one. Oh, go grab the cilantro. And then we were trying to see which deal was best for the Cokes, the prices. You had to look at that. You're fucking blind. You need bifocals.
I did like the old guy that has bifocals. Like,
if you're not making that face, you're not really looking for. You don't really want to find what you're looking for if you don't make that fucking.
You guys are gonna end up on like a forum and be like, oh, look at this couple. They were like so cute, helping each other find things.
Yes, we absolutely are like, oh, goals, and then they're gonna play like a fucking like a little like a soft
bears.
soft music behind it. Dude, we're gonna end up fucking viral. They're like, they're not fucking. They're these idiots on this podcast.
3 kids.
Ken's gonna be like, what is this? I knew it.
No, she won't say that. She'll be like,
yeah, she
I
would
knew
laugh. Well, she's just like, you can have them.
yeah.
I'll be like, they're my 2 dads. Go look at my Instagram post.
Oh, they have a daughter. I saw it. Yeah, but that was. But it's a little early, but I'm gonna park here for a minute. That notion of like people posting other couples, you know what I always fucking find really annoying is when people take a video of like 2 old people holding hands. Old people are horny as fuck. Not only we proved that with my algorithm, hot grandmas with their OnlyFans and shit, but like they're.
You know they're like one of the highest contractors of
Yes.
like STDs.
Yes, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
In like old people's homes. That's what they do. They just get it on. Yeah.
They just smoke weed and fuck like the entire time. They just go down to Florida and they all bang each other, and because none of them get pregnant, all of them are like widows and widowers, or divorced, or they've been married for 50 years, so they're like swingers, and they just go down to Florida and get STD. So you don't know, like, I was like, oh, that's goals. They've been together for so long. They could have just met. You know what I mean? Like, they might be swingers. But
At least there's people like that. What I do is like so this sounds so
You're like,
bad.
okay, I've done this.
Never mind. Next segment.
No. So what I do is I take pictures of people's butts. So
This is a beep. We're gonna cut this out.
No. So like there was a guy who had his underwear showing, but they were inside out. So I took a picture of the tag. You could see like the Fruit of the Loom one. And then there was another one where I went to
Oh, that's because it was the second day wearing them.
Yeah.
so you
That's
just
what you
flip
do.
them
You
out.
just flip
Fuck
around.
no.
You should be warned when the logo's in the front.
Yeah, that's day 3, baby.
Three, so it's like regular inside out and then turn around.
No. So he was, and then the second one was I went to Starbucks and this lady was there with her son, and he's probably like as old as I am now, and he was like using his mom as a wingman and hitting on the barista that was there, and all of a sudden he was wearing white shorts and he has like a poo-poo stain on the back of his butt, and I took a picture and I sent it to my dad, and then
Okay, so it's interesting butts.
yeah, it's not just like people's butts, it's like
Oh, that's a nice butt.
no.
He must work out.
I,
God, I can't say that when we just.
First Dumb and Dumber reference.
I do and then I do one with people's feet that are exposed. So like there was a guy
Gross.
I went
Post them on
to
Finder?
no, I should though. There was a guy when I went to Florida for Walt Disney World, and his toes were super hairy and his nails were like this long.
Oh my god.
And I took a picture of him and I zoomed into it. And my dad's like hitting me from the side. He's like, "Stop!" And I'm like, "No."
This must be seen
Wait, like-
and shared with the world.
No, for real. Like, I think I have an album. Let's see.
Oh,
I
God.
do. I have a butts. Nasty random butts. Look.
Nasty random.
This is the dude with the poo-poo stain.
Oh my god. Airdrop
Wait
it.
a
Airdrop
minute.
it.
No,
Airdrop
no,
it.
no, no.
No,
We
no,
can't-
no.
We're not going to show that.
No.
Yeah.
This one, tight pants, the gym.
Ooh. He must work out.
Oh, this guy felt bad. This is really hot. He was sitting on his butt all day.
Sitting on your butt on a hot day.
Yeah.
I'm super self-conscious about that, dude.
About sitting on your butt on a hot day?
Yeah.
I'd let you know. I'd let you know if you sweat stains on your butt.
Thanks, babe.
You got it, babe.
If you don't and I see it, I'm going to take a picture of that shit and keep it in the folder.
Caitlin has a secret Instagram.
I should start posting random people's butts.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like we want to do that Instagram with
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
okay. Don't take our ideas. Patent pending.
Yeah. Hey, nice shirt, dude.
Oh, we're doing our fashion update.
Yeah, fashion update.
All right, fashion update. So check it out.
Stand up and like zoom into the camera. There you go.
Just run at the camera like a fucking wacko.
So we got our shirts, and they look really.
God damn
Always
it!
the last one.
They look really good. We did run into some issues financially. Basically, I don't want to get screwed at the end of the year with taxes, and I have to put like my social and stuff. So we're day and night. I'm working on a way to figure out how to get this taken care of. Probably like an LLC or something.
Because we are expecting to sell ones and ones of these, so we need somewhere to put those ducats without Uncle Sam coming in, putting his hand in our fucking cookie jar.
Yeah, so it's consumed my life. Well, one thing that's consumed my life is
We'll get into that.
is
It's O'Brien.
trying to figure out how to do this. No. So hopefully soon, within the next week or so. I'm hoping by the time this episode comes out, but I doubt it. So, but you guys will know.
All right, we have another fashion update though. From the last, go listen to the last episode. I don't know if it was the last one or the one before that, where we were talking about bringing back Jenkos and puffy shoes.
Oh yeah,
You have purchased a pair
Number
of
15, Burger King foot lettuce.
puffy
The
shoes.
last thing you
I got puffy skate shoes.
He
Let me
did
see.
it. He's a man of his word. Pull the trigger on these puffy shoes. Look at that. Look at that tongue, boy.
I want to buy some Heelys next.
Dude, these,
Yes.
these are so fucking comfortable. I wore them to work today. That's why they're a little dirty, but
Does DC still make chunky shoes? Or do they start making them
God, I
again?
hope so.
yes.
Did you find? Oh, well, you were the one fucking puffy shoe shopping.
Yeah. I mean, these were like $40
Sold. I'm about to go buy some.
on Amazon.
Dude, imagine heeling down the driveway.
I would eat shit.
In a town of steep driveways, I have the steepest driveway.
Yeah. That's why I had to get a new car, dude.
But yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, you get a 4x4
Same.
just for my driveway.
Now, every time I would come up the drive in my Subaru.
That's why I don't let Cheyenne try to drive her Scion up. I'm like, don't do it.
Yeah,
It's
I'll
gonna
like every time I'll like make room in the driveway. I'm like, oh, I made space for you guys. Like, nope, we're fine down here.
I brought my truck today.
Oh, nice.
And then I see O'Brien just.
Get sparks and shit. This part of my fucking car doesn't work right now.
Yeah.
Having car troubles, everybody. But yeah, let's what's distracting you? What are you into?
In what sense?
So I said there's two
He
things.
knows. He knows what I'm talking about.
There's two things that are consuming my life right now. And it's one is figuring this stuff out, like just stuff for the pod. Two, TikTok made me do it.
What is it?
I saw a video. Okay, so you know how like recently there's been like Family Guy clips, and then they'll show like the DIY stuff on the
Oh,
bottom.
yeah.
So I saw one of those, and it was a clip of two lawyers talking. I'm like, oh, that's pretty interesting. So I went to the comments and what's the show called? So I'm looking it up and find it. I have been hooked on the show Suits.
Suits?
Suits.
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 All together now.
Suits.
Nice. Oh. Wayne's World reference. Bing.
No, I shit you not. I haven't slept in the truck because all I'm doing is watching Suits. And I almost didn't get the episode on time last week. because I was watching Suits.
Yeah, you texted me in the morning.
Bruh.
No, I texted you in the morning. I was like, well, you would have known that if had you responded to my message in the morning. You're like, I was asleep. I was balls deep in Suits till 3 a.m. It was like 1 o'clock. I was asleep.
So there's 9 seasons. Each season's like 16 episodes. I'm finishing up season 3, and I just started like last week. And they're 45 minutes long. So
I watched that TikTok clip. I don't know how that TikTok clip got you so obsessed with this show, but I'm listening to it, so I'm invested. I'm just like there, talking to myself in my head. Go listen to episodes.
At least it wasn't like a Subway Surfers one at the bottom. Have you seen those?
yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Addicted
that's
to
probably
that?
what it was. But
Yeah.
Oh, what?
So they've had this new thing. I think we talked about it in the like 3 episodes ago.
she did it.
Go find it.
They had
Yeah. Welcome to the team, Aylin.
they had TikToks explain their algorithm, like to get people to watch it more, is they'll play the like Subway Surfers, they'll do slime making over like a show or a video or a movie over it, so you could sit there and watch it.
Oh, I
Yeah.
saw.
Who does that? Or Minecraft?
Oh yeah,
Yes, I saw
Minecraft does that with like
conspiracy
the bad
theory.
ones that are like, oh, I found out that my dad's not my real dad, and it's Minecraft playing in the background.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a lot of Reddit stories.
That's why they do it. I think when people first started doing that, I saw a conspiracy theory about like, oh, Family Guy clips being played along with, and I think it was Minecraft or
Yeah.
whatever. I was like, no, that makes sense. Like, why would they do that? But it's just to fuck up the algorithm.
Yeah, but it got me.
Clever. It did.
It fucking
It works.
It hooked me in hard, dude. This morning, I'm like, so hey, would you leave off on Suits last night?
He gave me a full recap before he started the next episode, and then he goes, and that concludes my Suits recap. And then he fucking plays it, and then it was like previously on Suits, and he skips it. But it started saying everything that you told me, and he just skips it. And then I'm just driving, talking to myself in my head, and then I'm like, wait, Michael said that? Harvey's doing what? Wait, who's Harvey talking to right now?
Yeah, I got him. He's just listening because he's driving, and I'm just.
Yeah, so it's like listening to a radio show. So I have like my own image of these people in my head. And then I'm like, what does he look like? And then, show me real quick. I'll look over like, oh, okay. All right, that's Mike.
And then when we're in traffic, I'm holding it out in front like this, so we can both watch. And
So I glance over. That's Harvey.
don't drive and watch TV shows.
Yeah, only when you're fucking.
I do it. I watch our podcast and I drive home. I put it on and I sit it where I could still see it, and I'm like, I'll listen to it. What did I say last week? I'll put it up there.
See, nobody does that.
and then like next thing you know, you're only watching. And you fucking slam on the brakes. If I have an almost heart attack.
No, my truck will beep at me.
Oh, nice. I don't. I'm analog.
Mine will beep too.
Here's what you backed up my car out. And you're like, how do you do this with no camera? Like,
Me.
passenger seat, arm, fucking neck, baby.
That's because I was like, oh, my neck hurts so bad.
But high key, like, do you ever? So I hate when people watch me drive. I hate it so much. And the other day I went to Fullerton and ended up parking in a small like parking spot, and I don't like parking in backwards. But there was no parking, and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to pull out if I park face in. So I was like, no one's watching me. I'll reverse park in. And I did. I was like, ooh, that was clean. That was nice. And then my sister gets out of her car. And she's sitting in front of me. I was like, high key, if I would have saw you before, I would have not backed into my truck. I don't want to put that pressure on me. I would have hit the car next to me.
Seriously, it's like we talk about it here. It's like trying to remember a fucking reference of something you've seen 1,000 times, and then the mics come on, and it's like, what is that called?
Like your intro.
You mean like, yeah. I did the intro 6 times before that, before the one you heard today. I just had one flub. We're
This
like,
one.
yeah, we're a couple days rusty.
What? Yeah, I was gonna say, we're an old married couple, but we didn't see each other at all this weekend. It's like the first weekend in who knows how long.
You guys had space.
I know. Well, you know what they say. It makes the heart grow fonder. Oh, yeah. What are you into? What are you into, Caitlin?
Honestly,
Just taking pictures of interesting butts?
Yep. Just kidding. Honestly, nothing right now. I'm just on TikTok. And then I'll do that. I won't watch the whole show. I'll find a show that I like on TikTok and just keep watching all the videos. And I'm like, I won't subscribe, but if I see it again, I'll finish watching it.
Nice.
But nothing right now.
They should make an entire show on TikTok.
They
Or
should.
just-
YouTube did it.
What's the time limit on those?
10 minutes now?
Yeah.
You could do two. Oh, that one you sent me. I thought it was gonna be a quick TikTok, and it was like an entire 2020 special. Fucking this eBay scandal thing.
Yeah, that was fucking
Don't
crazy.
forget to follow our TikTok. Share
Oh,
the
yeah.
backline.
Boom.
It's
Boom.
on there.
She's doing better than me.
And me. I haven't even said follow
Go
us on-
follow it. Yeah, no, seriously, go follow it because these guys are going to start to do TikTok dances.
Yeah. You've been warned. But I've been really into doing TikTok dances. No. Dude, you fucked me up, man. You know what I'm talking about. How like deep into simulation theory I got.
I told you the minute you brought it up, be careful.
It's crazy. Like I can feel myself. Look
Thinking
how
about it.
realistic
Yeah.
this is.
Have you
This is-
seen
I
the
see
birds?
you.
Have you seen like videos of like birds being stocked in like one position?
Airplanes?
Yeah.
And you know what they say about the birds?
The birds work for the bourgeoisie.
You guys are idiots.
I
But-
told you, dude. I told you it was a firm warning. Do not get too involved with this conspiracy theory.
No, I'm right. I kept making jokes like, damn, that's crazy. Look how realistic those trees look. He like gives me a glance over. I'm
Do you
like,
think it's like Coraline and it keeps like reimagining everything
Yes.
and keep going?
exactly.
I'll put fuel in the fire sometimes. I'm like, hey, dude, that stuff hasn't rendered in yet. And it's somebody like building a...
Yeah, and then because we I don't want to get too deep into it, but we were like, all right, so these buildings and housing, like
the sites that we visit.
yeah. I was like, should I say it? So these construction sites, they're all these huge housing developments, and we're like, the housing developers are developers. So they're like they're hiding in plain sight. They're actually
So you're like Hunger
developing the
Games?
new building.
Hunger Games placing in the trees and the animals.
Yes. And then yeah, it was pretty fucking nuts. And then you listen to Joe Rogan, so you'll put him on and then promptly fall asleep. But I'll be stuck there listening to it while I'm driving.
Not anymore. You got to give me a little bit of credit. Since I've been watching Suits, I
If
haven't...
you put Joe Rogan on, you're falling asleep immediately.
True.
Not Suits. I'm not talking about Suits anymore. But dude, like, I mean, all right, can I park here again for a minute? Joe Rogan is such a fucking... I don't even know what word to use. He's just like such a blowhard, or like not blowhard, like pretentious.
You
when
blow
he,
hard.
when he has other comedians on, like the way he talks about comedy, like you would think he's fucking like Mozart or some shit, or like reinventing fucking comedy. I get like he's done a lot for. First of all, I didn't even know he was a comedian until like you started until you introduced me to his podcast. I was like, Joe Rogan was a comedian. But like I get he's doing a lot for like young stand-ups coming up and stuff, and that's cool, but it's just so fucking pretentious when him and another comedian get together and then they start talking about, and then everything always goes to UFC, darts, no, not darts, pool, or comedy, no matter who he's talking to. But he had on Michio Kaku, and I do appreciate when he has those like scientists and shit and experts on. That one fucking blew my mind because and then he slipped it into. I was like, come on, Rogies, you gotta bring it up. He's like, so what do you think about simulation. You think computers can get advanced enough to create to simulate an entire world? I was like, yes.
Yeah. He had got you got out of the car, and I had to pause it because as soon as like he got out, he's like, "So what do you think about simulation theory?" I'm like, "Oh, nope, pause."
Yeah, because it was all the way towards the end. It was like he was waiting to fucking bring that up.
Well, I mean, have you seen that too? Like, just fungi that they're growing is growing. They like put it together with computers, and it's growing like the most efficient way, and it's like paths, and it ended up being like the whole Tokyo subway system.
Oh yeah,
It was like a
I
map
heard
of it.
about
And
that.
it's like communicating with the other plants and stuff. So it's just like fucking, not just like what an idiot, but it's like The Last of Us, where, you
Yeah.
know, they like step on a root here, a root or a fungus or whatever, a vine. And then they all feel it, and they're finding out that that's kind of, that's how fungus works. Like they found all these like micro links and like just a fucking giant network that they're all communicating and sharing protein strands and nutrients and stuff.
Did you hear the good news?
I never hear good news.
We might get our straws back, dude. They found a fungus
Oh,
that eats
yeah.
plastic.
Shout out to fungus.
Wow.
Yeah,
That fungus is going to be the one that turns into the Last of Us fungus. Watch. It's just going to get stronger with all the plastic. We're like, oh no, we created a monster. And then we're going to create robots, AI robots to defeat them. And then once they're done
And
with
then
the
we take it
mushrooms,
over.
game
we're
over.
next. Yeah. We saved you, so now we own you. But yeah, Michio Kaku was he was talking about it kind of made me relieved, but also scared for the future. But he was talking about quantum computers, but he made it seem like the technology we have now, like even the most advanced technology, is so limited. I was like, oh, okay. I kind of feel better now. But then with the quantum computers, that he made it kind of seem like they would be able to create a full blown simulation.
She said within the next 10 years, he thinks, right?
Yeah, they're already coming up with plans of how to. It's fucking stupid, dude, because they're trying to come up with plans to kind of control or kind of legislate or just like some kind of plan to regulate that kind of technology. But we don't even have anything in place for the technology we have today. It's just like, what the fuck? Like, we're way behind on.
That's because they already have the technology.
Ooh, that's because we're already in the simulation.
It's the birds.
It's always the
It's
birds.
the fucking birds. So speaking of Joe Rogan, I was super relieved because he had Pauly Shore on an episode. And if you guys listen to the Walking Blind podcast that I was on, I say like 30 times in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Pauly Shore says 1,000 times in a minute.
He says it more times than he takes breaths while he's talking.
Yeah, and I was so relieved. I was like, oh, I'm okay.
Here's somebody who's been in the
weird.
public eye for the last 50 years, and he still uses that, you know.
See, you almost did it right now. He still uses that,
Just shut up. You know what I was doing.
But speaking of Walking Blind, too, I guess we're starting a band with them, dude.
All right, so I mentioned a possible pod band, and I guess you had brought it up to them, and
Yeah.
they read your question on their last episode.
Yeah, I just asked, like, well, when are we starting a pod band? And they like, we're totally down. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, it was like, O'Brien plays drums, and then they were trying to figure out what we play.
I'll play the triangle.
Yeah. Shake the tambourine.
Jesse could play the tambourine. So you got drums. I said I'll play bass. Mike will play guitar and sing. Michael will play guitar. You could play the triangle, and Jesse will play like the tambourine.
Boom.
Pod
So-
band.
Pod band. We just got to come up with a name. I kind of do like Mike's suggestion of Crunchwrap Supreme. Even though it's Taco Bell based. That's a sick ass band name. Taco Crunchwrap Supreme. And just play fucking crunchy riffs.
I had the idea of like just doing like old emo songs.
Like covers.
Like emo night.
That's exactly what I said. I was like, it's been done, bro. And then we saw that they have an emo cruise.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I saw that today.
Chock-a-block of bands you've never heard of.
Census Fail posted it today. It's like see you in August or something. Let me see if I can talk amongst yourselves. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
We have a Haitlin now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh wait.
Just I
it
guess
on
just
Instagram?
Dude, grabbing your phone is so 2 months ago. What the fuck are you doing?
just yeah.
Oh,
Wait.
what's up, Eric? Special birthday shout out to friend of the podcast, Eric Valdez from Happy Birthday.
What am I looking at? Is it on Instagram?
Probably it's just like a emo cruise or some shit like that. But like Census Fail's playing it.
Number 15, Census
yeah,
Fail.
Emo's Not Dead.
Is that
Right,
it?
Cruise,
Yep.
yeah.
Yellow,
Oh, shit. Oh, Emo's Not Dead is a...
isn't that the clothing brand?
Yeah.
Yellow Card, Mayday Parade, Story of the Year, August Burns Red, Census Fail, The Devil Wears Prada, Charlotte Sands, who I've never heard of.
See, here we go. Here we go with that blanket term. Yellow Card, not emo. Fucking August Burns Red, not email. Not email.
Not
Email.
I'm going to sleep. Not emo.
Devil Wears
Devil
Prada.
Wears Prada, not email.
Is it AOL or dial-up? I'm just kidding.
Dude, I remember I got in so much trouble because I used one of those AOL discs and put in my grandpa's credit card and never canceled it. So for like 18 months, he's like, I don't know what this is. I'm like, oh, that's internet.
What the fuck is the internet?
But yeah,
And then they have emo karaoke with a live band.
yeah, the emo band.
Yep.
Oh, the
to
emo
be
band.
announced.
But they're cashing in, dude. We need to cash in on the emo shit.
You do. We do.
As certified elders.
I feel a little exploited. My culture is not your costume. It's just, but I mean, it's always been that way. Like we talked about the songs changing at the grocery store. Oh, we experienced it. What did they have playing at Home Depot?
Ozzy.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, they had Ozzy. So we were like singing along. It's like, fuck, they got us. They
Yeah.
saw us coming. They saw us walking in.
It's all the
We walked in, we went crazy.
It's all the dads in their jean shorts and their
Yeah, the cut off sleeves.
The
There's
white New
a dude
Balance.
with cut off sleeves. He had like a little rose tattoo. I was like, this guy
The Timbs?
fucking, he knows what's going on. Yeah. He's rocking out. He's fucking buying too much paint right now because the song's on. But yeah. Speaking of lumping everything into emo, here's our TIE Fighter update.
They have a new song.
Yes.
Yes. So they made a post about it. It was supposed to be on their record, but I guess they didn't finish it or something. But it's pretty fucking good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed new music, and especially from them because I love them. And
That's another thing you put on. When he's falling asleep, he'll put on this one fucking TIE Fighter song.
Yeah.
That wakes him up every time.
every time, then my hat goes like this.
Mm-hmm.
And
We should play. We should put it at the end of this episode. I'll hit him up.
Look at the camera and screen grab that one, and that'll be the front face of the podcast. That'll be a picture of the podcast.
Your face, dude. The way your face went blank, dude. You got transported to 2003 right now. You're just like making that fucking like you still had your snake bites in. I saw them, dude. They popped up in my head. I was like, oh shit, there they are. They loaded into the simulation.
they re-rendered.
But yeah, we also asked them to be on the pod, and they're excited. So
Yeah, hopefully pretty soon. We're gonna get back to our roots.
we're getting back to our roots, and don't forget your roots. Yeah, I think we had a fun couple episodes, getting used to having Haitlin manning the ship.
Yeah, and we took some time off.
Personing the ship.
We took some time off the gas because of the dickhead snow and everything. Just kind of like get into a rhythm, but like shit keeps coming up for us, and like, but I think we're at a point now, especially with Haitlin here. Like
Yeah, you slotted right in. I thought it would take like a few more episodes.
well,
It's like
I
get
mean,
somebody used to
editing is
everything.
still
It's still hard. Yeah.
editing is still a pain in the ass. I'm just kidding.
I'm getting fired. Today's my last day.
Editing doesn't affect me much, though.
No.
Great job,
You're a
Haitlin.
pod princess.
Yeah. This is the time I get to be passenger pod
Pod princess.
Podsenger princess. Yeah, so that's your TIE Fighter update. We're gonna have them on soon. Have them on soon. Have them on soon.
You said have a monsoon.
Have them on soon, everybody.
That's just a tornado in the ocean, right?
That's a good reference. But yeah, speaking of new music, pull up that meme I posted.
Got you.
So we had a little.
It's you.
Hey, buddy. So it's 1999. Spotify and iTunes don't exist yet. You've just spent $10 on an album. First of all, $10. I remember the CDs used to be 11. Remember that?
And then it went up to like 13.
Yeah. 3 tracks in, you realize it fucking sucks. Fuck, man. But then we started talking about the like the listening booths and stuff. But I posted this, and then simple response from Javier Delgado. Shout out to Javi from Gear of the Dog on Instagram. But he said, but then because you spent the $10, you listen to it until you like it. And it just like brought back so like fucking that Hoobastank song. And then you were playing you found a 2000s rock playlist.
Yeah, like rock anthem playlist.
But you started playing them, and then I just started fucking hitting you with the hot takes, dude.
Yeah, the first song on this playlist, it's on Spotify. It's a Spotify playlist.
What's it called?
It's called 2000 Rock Anthems.
All right, so go check it out.
The first song is
What's that 2000s rock anthems playlist called?
Let me look it up.
the first song is Boulevard of Broken Dreams from Green Day.
Fucking overrated song. Do you agree?
Yeah, I do actually.
Boom.
Okay. I like Green Day, but it's like specific songs. So like Shine can listen to them all day, every day, every album, anything. No, I can listen to like certain songs, but like that one is like a hard no. That's what we use for our 8th grade promotion. Like, no.
That's their fucking Hoobastank. I'm
Yeah.
not a perfect person. That's their version of it, where it's just like not good, fucking super mid, and then they just fucking played the shit out of it until people started to like it, started to sing along to it.
Okay, to be fair, a lot of people did like it when it first came out. And
Agree to disagree.
just because you guys don't like it, you have to give, for that record, American Idiot,
Nope.
you have to give them credit, dude. They wrote that album within like, I think, what was it, 2 weeks or something?
Yeah, you can tell. It shows. It's like when I tell people I cut my own hair. They're like, yeah, I can tell.
I think what phone did I take a picture of it with? I'm like, oh, dude, you left
missed
some
the
hair.
spot.
Yeah.
You're going to airdrop fucking...
Yeah, please do it.
God damn it.
Oh, it's on my work phone, I think.
God damn it.
Dang.
But then
Damn, Daniel.
what the other hot take, the Green Day song, the other Green Day song.
Brain Stew. Everybody loves that song.
Fucking hate that song. It gets really good towards the middle where it like speeds up, but the beginning, and it came out where I was like kind of learning how to play drums, and I was thinking like, this is the simplest fucking. I was like, I bet you no way the drums follow this fucking guitar riff, and then ban it. I was like, oh my god, I just fucking threw up in my mouth a little bit. But
Dude, I'm having trouble trying to sleep.
God damn it. I thought you were really talking about something. But yeah, that song too is one of those where it's just like
Counting sheep are running out.
they spent no time writing that. But it's also one of those things like somebody had to write it. Somebody had to write that riff. Sooner or later somebody was gonna ban it, and then the drums just and it was them, unfortunately. Because good band, good musicians, and just
When
wrote some
did
shit.
that album come out? That was like 94, 95, right?
I have no idea.
Like, it wasn't
Let's
on
see.
Dookie.
No.
Brain Stew from Green Day.
Brain stew?
Yeah.
Ooh.
But, dude, what's crazy is they've been around since 88.
95.
Yeah, 95. Okay, I was close.
The year I was born.
Yikes.
Jeez.
I was already alive for a couple years.
Yeah, proud gay dads. And then
It's the best year of my life.
yeah, but then that Evanescence song came up,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Fuck, that was a fucking banger, dude!" But that was a song you couldn't listen to in front of your friends. You're just like,
They did, are you okay?
you put your headphones on, you're like, make sure it's not too loud. You're on the school bus, make sure it's not too loud because then people can still hear it. You're like, fuck yeah, you feel all cool and shit walking.
Yeah, dude, so it was, there it is. First one. Yeah, dude. We were listening to this
You gotta get a
playlist.
bean boozle.
Yep.
We were listening to this playlist, so it starts off like Boulevard of Broken Dreams, Californication, Numb from Linkin Park, Bring Me to Life from Evanescence, and then Supermassive Black Hole from Muse. And then I asked you, I'm like, do you remember when Muse was like
huge.
I loved Muse. Like, religiously listened to them. So good.
And I went to see Judas Priest once. And it was when Rob Halford came back and Muse was opening. I was like, we gotta fucking see Muse. And their live show was insane. All the fucking the vocal like melodies and harmonizing and everything, they fucking nailed it, everything. Like the instruments, and then like the deep tracks, like the stuff that wasn't on the radio was like fucking intense shit. So good for them for being. Was that like the last huge, like newer band?
I think so.
Well, yeah, because then after them, I think like it started toning down, and it was like, what is that one?
Well,
band
Mumford and Sons got really big, right?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
got pretty big.
But I think that was around
But they're
the same-
English.
called? Oh, One Republic. They started getting big like during that
Oh.
time,
So like the rock star kind of fell by the
and
wayside.
it became like more of like alternative pop.
Yeah.
Dude, One Republic. What's that one song that's like super popular?
They have a few. They're Counting Stars. They have, I think it's like Native or something like that. They have a few.
There's one song from One Republic. I swear to God, every like 4 years, it's back and like top of the charts and played everywhere. Maybe I'm just falling trapped to the simulation.
You are. Conspiracy.
Well, there's one. What's his name? The guy from the guy who produced like the music for
Uncle Cracker?
No, for
Did you just say a random fucking name?
No, he's an artist.
Flotsam and Jetsam?
no, what's Lin Man, whatever from
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yeah, him. He did.
I know what
he did
things
that
are.
song. No, he did that song, and it was like before he got big. He did a parody on YouTube, and it was for history. Before like Alexander Hamilton, he did one with One Republic's song. I think it's
Nice.
"Apologize." That's their song.
That's the song.
That's a song.
That's the one.
That's a song that like every 4 years it's like popular again.
Well, good for them.
I have no idea how it happens. Like, I don't get it, dude. Every time I hear this song, I'm like, dude, I fucking heard this song like 4 years ago.
But
Why
it
is
just slaps. It's so good.
My brain is cracking. No, because I started thinking about that because our first death clause, we talked about that how like the music industry and the mob and everything influenced or manipulated record sales, and they can kind of plant people at like at the top of the charts and stuff and just make anybody a star.
It's the Illuminati.
But also Illuminati confirmed. We are Illuminati. Don't mess with us. We have lots of money. Yeah, right. But Illuminati.
Wink, wink.
But they could have also used, like, you put 3 good songs on a CD. There's no streaming. It's $19.99. You buy it for $10. If you bought it for $2, and it costs like 80 cents to make that CD. But if you sell it for $2, you only like 3 songs. You're like, oh, I guess that was kind of a deal. But if you price it for $10, Javi brought up a good point. You listen to it until you like it. And then that they can resell it because they have that nostalgia factor plugged in. So then they sell it to Muzak and it's playing at fucking Stater Brothers at 2 a.m. while you're trying to buy oat milk and shit. Antacids because we're fucking old. Where do you keep her knee braces?
I need some Allegra.
Oh, I love this song.
So that, I mean, I guess it's true because I
Brain stew.
I told O'Brien my deepest, darkest secret today. And I
So proud, making steps in your guys' relationship.
yeah, I told him I hope this doesn't change things between us.
I'm still shocked.
But I told him I actually like Saint Anger from Metallica. But that's one of those things where it's like
They rammed it down our throats.
keep listening to it and listening to it and listening to it. I'm like, all right, this is pretty cool. But there is one CD that I bought, maybe not for 3 songs, but I bought it for 1, which was the Used album with Taste of Ink.
Mm-hmm.
I already had the song, but I'm like, you know what? Like I'll go buy the CD. Maybe everything else is good, and I know what I do with it. Like there was one good song on that CD. Like, sorry if you're obsessed with the Used, but it wasn't that good. They're not that good.
We can say that. I mean, come on. We've this whole thing brought up something in my head where at one point we were like, it was just like phases of punk rock. So it was like being a punk rock kid, like fucking the Descendants. I like food. Welcome to the Wiener Schnitzel. And like, oh, it's cool to eat junk food and fucking be a piece of shit, you know, and like run around the streets and fucking smoke and just like be a total fucking pig. And then punk rock kind of evolved where we're like, fuck you, stop feeding us your poisons, McDonald's, you know, like fucking globalization and all this shit, and meat is murder. And then also with music, it was like, this is all bullshit, like corporate music that you're playing on the radio, and you're dumbing it all down, and you know, why are we going to listen to this, and we'll listen to underground shit. But then somewhere along the lines, it kind of like nobody cared about fast food. It was like, whatever, just pick something up. Just fucking, I'm fucking tired, dude. I'm gonna, you know, like eat fast food, and it's funny to eat at fucking Del Taco, Taco Bell, and have fucking and beef over one or the other. But you know, live mas, and then those songs that we fucking thought were just corporate bullshit that was played on the radio started having that fucking nostalgia factor. And then the shitty food also had that, you know, it was like we had that argument like Costco pizza is not good. You eat it and I don't even know if In-N-Out is good.
No.
But it's like,
No.
if you were eating In-N-Out for the first time,
No.
is it good?
No.
We don't know because we will never eat it for the first time again.
It's still good.
I never liked it.
But it's
okay, so
that's why people go hard for Whataburger. Whataburger is fucking
No.
garbage.
Yeah, no, I didn't like that either. But that's like Disney. This sounds so bad. Disney movies, I don't like a lot of them. But it's because they went in the vault, like when VHSs were a thing and they were out for 10 years and then they re-released. And there's only certain movies that I like. I can't watch any of the old ones. The only one that I like is Peter Pan. After that, I'm like, I don't like the princesses. I don't like anything like that. They're shitty movies. I don't like them. But it's like that nostalgia where they're like, oh, this came out again, like during this time, the 80s or the 90s.
It's like an unstoppable force, because Disney was one too. I remember I had an ex-girlfriend a long time ago when I was a kid, and she was like, oh, we're going to Disney. I was like, fuck that. They fucking, the Nazi scientists designed the rockets at Tomorrowland. It was like fucking Walt was a neo-Nazi, like fucking anti-Semite and all this shit. You know, I was just being a fucking idiot. It's all true. But, you know, it was a bit at the time. But then that nostalgia kicked in, and then you see like fucking punk families, like they're all in their fucking denim vests with their patches on and shit.
They just had Bat Day too.
Yeah.
Bat Day just passed, and then they have like the Disney gangs there.
Yeah, the Disney gangs, and then they have like their crust pants on and stuff. It's like, guys, we used to fight this shit. Like, what are we doing? But that nostalgia is a fucking unstoppable force. It just fucking all the fucking angst and anger just goes away when you're hit with that fucking like, fuck them. But you know, I kind of want a churro at the fucking on Main Street.
They actually have so many good churros now.
Oh, I had the one with peanut butter. That one time was like a peanut butter. When we went,
yeah,
it was like peanut butter and jelly.
So they have a bunch of different ones right now. There was like a peach cobbler one that they had. They had a s'mores one. So good.
I love a good peach cobbler. But it's also that was the one thing like when Saint Anger came out, that was one thing that really bothered me, how a band can remain angsty after millions and millions of dollars, and also like having families and stuff and growing up and maturing. I wasn't mature when I was having these thoughts. I'm not mature now. But when I was saying, I was like, you're an adult, you know? Like,
do they know you're a child?
Do they know you're a child?
That's like Good Charlotte. Good Charlotte, they're both married. They have kids. They're married to Cameron Diaz and Nicole Richie. When I went to their first show that they had come back, Lionel Richie there, Nicole Richie was there, Cameron Diaz was there.
Of the rich and the famous.
Literally.
But they're still trying to talk shit.
Yeah, they were like there. They're literally kids and all, and I'm like, that's wild.
So fraudulent. And that's what I was thinking with the Metallica's like, how do you still write metal? Mm-hmm. Like something that is so inherently angsty and angry that tickles that fucking, you know, thing that makes you want to smash it. And I mean, you know, James Hetfield's not at his house smashing shit, you know, because everything he owns is worth millions of dollars. You know what I mean? It's like, no, don't throw that Explorer into that fucking Picasso. And which is kind of fucking metal if you throw an Explorer into a Picasso. But that was one of the things I couldn't really get a grip on. I was like, how do you even do this? And we're talking about like, how do you play the music? I understand like it's an accomplishment to be at that age and still be able to tour at that level and perform at that level. And you have to fucking like be really disciplined to do that. But to write new stuff like that, it kind of seems fake.
Well, yeah, that's like Katy Perry. Katy Perry went from like, her first album's literally called One of the Boys. And that's literally like, we're friends, we're homies, but I want you to be like my love interest. And then the second one was like, where she took off was like, I Kissed a Girl, California Girls, all of that. And then her Heartbreak, that was that one. And now because she's engaged and found the love of her life, now it's like all love. I know, right?
Yeah. She like has to be true to herself. And then that's when...
And she's a kid. And she's a stepkid now.
Jeez. Damn it. Who has kids?
Not me.
I'm just kidding. I love her kids. But
my daughter loves O'Brien. Like, he's like, oh, she's my daughter now.
What'd you say to my daughter? The
two dads.
She won't say hi to me. She'll run out, like, when we get to my house after work, she'll run out and she'll doesn't say hi to me. Hi, O'Brien.
Yeah, Kaylin was outside. And she's like, Daddy's home. And then she was just in the garage. O'Brien's here. Come say hi to O'Brien. And she ran over. I was like, yes.
She's like my real dad.
But she won't leave him alone whenever he comes inside to like during the hockey games or something or the fight. She will not leave him alone.
They're always
It's
yelling
funny.
at her. Leave him alone. It's so cute.
Dude, you got anything else?
No, wait. What were we talking about?
Shout out to Katy Perry. I love you.
Katy Perry.
Oh, Katy Perry. You know what I fell in love with?
Shout out to Katy Perry. Why
When?
not? But you know who did it right was Gwen Stefani. It was like everybody called her a
Until she
salad
started
and
dating
stuff.
a homewrecker.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, so Blake Shelton, when they were on The Voice together, she divorced her husband, and then he was still married. So she divorced her husband for The Voice, and then he was still married to, what's her name? The country singer. She's like a big country singer. I don't know. But he...
So she's a homewrecker.
Blake Lively?
No, that's Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, no, that's Ryan Reynolds.
Oh.
No.
Don't
I'm
you
just throwing-
disrespect
Don't
that
you put
power
that in.
couple.
I know, right? No, but they ended up...
Sorry, Ryan.
Blake Shelton cheated on his wife with her while they were on The Voice.
So
And then they
Gwen
got
Stefani's a homewrecker.
Yeah. Yep.
Still.
Yep.
But I mean musically.
Basically.
Like everyone called her a salad, but it made sense for that time for her to put out those like her solo stuff. Yeah. It was a little racist, I guess, but, or appropriation, but it made sense for her to not be playing that like pop punk garage band kind of stuff because she was a fucking megastar, like making millions and millions of dollars. It's like it would be untrue to herself to fucking keep.
So real quick, when I fell in love with Katy Perry was at Gym Class Heroes video.
Really? I've always been in love with her.
Nice.
Before her and Orlando Bloom got together, they were like my ideal threesome. And now they're together.
Wait,
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna end it. No, do you have anything else? Or-
okay. On that note, did you ever watch the live action Scooby Doo? Because
Oh my god.
all of them. Just let me,
Anyways,
let me in
guys.
that van. All of them.
Whenever you guys listen to this, I hope you guys are
Except
having a great
Scooby.
morning, great evening, great afternoon.
Yeah, have one of those.
All right, we'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Peace.
Pull up the live action Scooby Doo. Come on.